as a all just for kicks. I think when my server was down at one point, and I transferred him over to my sister's server, and I've been playing him. He's 45 now. I'm following a guide to try to level as quickly as possible, and I'm having fun with him. There's a lot of things that I didn't realize about the warrior class even when I was playing before that I'm getting excited about, and it's a lot of I'm having some fun with it, even though I have to put up with killing horde every now and then and having to put up with being a night elf, and you guys have no idea how much that hurts me inside. I made it a night elf that really didn't look like a night elf. I gave him like the red skin. You don't see too many night elves with red skin, so he's like red and he's got white and he's a really ugly face. I tried to make him as horde as possible, but we'll see how that works out. Anyway, I'm having fun with it, and I'm not addicted to it. I'm playing it casually, maybe an hour a day. If I don't get to play it one day for some reason, it's no big deal. I'm sitting there getting rested on my experience bar, and it's not a big deal to me. So, all right, I won't talk about WoW anymore, guys. I appreciate you guys listening to that for whatever it was, a 5-minute spiel, but I don't know how many of you guys who attend the WCReplays.com forums actually play WoW. I assume a bunch of you probably played at least casually, if not seriously. There's a lot of staff members on WCReplays.com who I don't see post in the staff forums and the general forums anymore because they're pretty much playing WoW and they're kind of dedicated to that now. And although they still commit, to their Warcraft replays responsibilities, either submitting replays or doing moderation things or what other positions and jobs they have available over there, but I think a lot of their time is taken up by Warcraft, and since Burning Crusade, they're all trying to progress through the new zones, and they're all trying to kill Illidan and whatever they can, But a lot of them are doing really, really well, and I go good for them. But all right, that's a little bit about WoW. We're done with that. Let's talk about Diablo. How many Diablo fans do we have here at WCReplays.com? I actually just started playing Diablo about three months ago before I started activated my WoW account, and it was the first time I've played Diablo 2 ever. I knew of it, and I just never played it. I never got into it. I was always playing first-person shooters, and then when Warcraft 3 came out, I was really dedicated to that. I never really even touched Diablo 1, Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction, none of that, until like 3 months ago. My friends, they started playing it again. They were playing it. They played it hardcore back in the day, and they said, hey, why don't you give Diablo a shot? I wasn't playing WoW at the time. I figured I'd give it a try. So it's really interesting to go back. I kind of had an idea of what to expect. It was an older game. I didn't expect the best graphics ever. I expected there to be a lot of glitches. I kind of knew some things heads up from my friends that were telling me about it, but it was nice to kind of go through the storyline and experience that. It kind of brought me back to the Blizzard roots. These are the games that kind of defined Blizzard back in the day, so it's kind of nice to experience that. Even though I'm not experiencing it in their heyday, I could still kind of have fun with it and play with it. So I made a Necromancer. Let's see, I'm going to try to use my Diablo 2 lingo here. He's a poison explosion, he's a corpse explosion poison nova necromancer. So those are the kind of the talents, I guess, that I went with my necromancer. Basically, I have a golem that runs around and tanks for me, and then when something dies from a combination of my dots and my poisons, I explode its corpse, and it does this big area of effect explosion across the whole screen and kills everything else that's on it. So he's level 70 now. I haven't played it for probably a good few weeks now. Probably a month since I started my job. I haven't played it anymore. But, I still have it installed. I probably hit it up every now and then. But it's a fun game. And, if you haven't tried it yet, go out to the store and buy it. It's like, what, $5 maybe, if that. Go to Walmart. You could probably get it for $2. I don't even know. You probably have some friends that have it that don't play it. They probably have a CD sitting on their computer shelf. Just ask them to borrow it and play around with it for a little while. But it's a lot of fun. I had a good time with it, and I have nothing but good things to say about Diablo. It's definitely not close to Warcraft 3 as far as my favorite game of all time, but it's definitely fun to experience it. And it's I never really played that third-person RPG style, a role-playing game, kind of internet-based game like that. But it was fun. I had fun with it. What else do we want to talk about? How about let's do current events for a second here. I've been going on for 20 minutes, so I'm probably not going to talk about too much stuff later. I don't even know. I don't know when I want to stop. I'll stop when I'm ready. How about that? You guys like that? Someone said in my comments last time that I said you guys too much, so I think I've caught myself saying it at least 3 or 4 times so far in this time, but we'll see. Somebody call me out on it if I'm saying it too much or if I'm doing too many uhs and ums or whatever. I'm trying to kind of cut off on my bad speaking skills. But what happened? Current events. I heard a recent story, and it's probably, I don't know how recent it's going to be when you guys hear about it through this audio commentary here, but a 17-year-old kid who wants to be a neurosurgeon or a brain scientist or something, ended up cracking the iPhone, and he cracking it by allowing it to go on other networks. In case you don't know, the iPhone, this was before they announced the iPhone that doesn't have the phone on it, so it was pretty groundbreaking when it happened. But what happened was he ended up reverse engineering it. I think he soldered some wires, flipped out a SIM chip. I think it did a bunch of I'm making it sound easy, but it was really complicated. I think he had a whole team of internet savvy, tech savvy people to help him do it. And he actually did it, and he put it on the T-Mobile network, which was pretty amazing at the time to do that. And Apple and AT&T never really said anything about it officially in the news, but a week or two later they released that not phone version of the iPhone to try to, I don't know, compensate and make some more sales on it. But it's coming to the time right now where I should be getting a new cell phone, and I've been with Verizon for forever. I don't know, I think before Verizon I was with Singular in high school, but it's been a good 3 years probably since then. And I've got the phone that they give you for free when they start you, and I call it my crash test dummy phone because when you drop it, it breaks off into like 4 or 5 pieces, and you can kind of just click them all back together and it's fine. So obviously I drop my phone a lot. I have a feeling that a lot of people probably drop their phone on a regular basis, so I'm not alone here. And it's a cool phone. I like the fact that I can click all my pieces back together, but it's old. It doesn't have any really good games on it. I think it has Tetris or something, and I'm the type of person that actually plays those cell phone games when I'm bored at work and I don't have access to a computer, or when I'm waiting for something, to pick somebody up, or I'm at the airport or whatever. I like having that phone with me to just pass some time real quick. I used to play the Snake game on the Singular phone that I had back in the day. It wasn't even a digital network. It was a really old phone, and it was a black and white version of Snake, and really kind of basic. But I had so much fun with it, and a lot of my friends ended up kind of competing on my phone with it to try to get the high score and keep their name on my phone forever. But anyway, I'm thinking about picking up that iPhone, as you might be thinking, now that I have a better job, or a job that I think I can maybe afford to make those kind of upgrades. I've never in my life bought a phone that had anything more than really phone capabilities. So anything with a camera on it, or access to the internet, or typing and text messaging, I've never done any of that. So I think the iPhone is kind of the fad thing to do right now, and if I can hack it, that kind of makes it cool in my own eyes. And my girlfriend's an electrical engineer, so I kind of feel like if I had the schematics for it, I could kind of get my brother-in-law and my girlfriend to maybe work together, which they would hate that. They hate each other, to kind of hack my iPhone for me. And I think that'd be kind of neat to put it on the Verizon network. Because, I get friends and family. All my friends and family are on Verizon, and we get free phone calls to each other. Not that I call them all the time, but, if we ever did, I guess. Anyway, so if you guys heard about that, there's some kind of tech-savvy new news that's happening. I did want to update you guys, on the progress of my radio gig that I told you about in my last audio commentary, and we'll kind of close with that, I think, since we're running up on the 30-minute mark here. Basically what was happening was I was trying to get back for the last, backtracking a little bit, I was trying to get in contact with some of the people at that radio station, really producers, maybe even hosts of the shows, and really anyone I was looking to get into, because how it works, I think this is how it works, and I'm probably wrong because nothing's happened right now, is you kind of have to have an inside to get your foot in the door for these kind of things.